Hello students, today I'll start class 12th, chapter 1, part 2. Chapter name is Reproduction in Angiospermic Plant. In previous video we will discuss about natural vegetative propagation. In this video we will discuss about artificial vegetative propagation. Artificial word, that means where the human beings are involved. So that type of vegetative propagation where the human beings are involved, that is known as artificial vegetative propagation. Definition: man-made method of vegetative propagation for commercial production of a particular plant is known as artificial propagation. For if we want any particular species, particular plant in various amount, so then we can do the artificial vegetative propagation and we got the desired plant as whatever you want. After that, the reasons why there is a need of artificial vegetative propagation is for the commercial production without natural season. So when there is no natural season, on that time also we got it the plant. And next one, genetically similar plant, means similar to the parent plants we got it, but when it is the sexual reproduction, sexual propagation, then there is a variation occurs. So when we need only the genetically similar plant as of the parent plant is there, then we do it artificial vegetative propagation. Okay, now types of artificial vegetative propagation. So types of artificial vegetative propagation are mainly it is three types: cutting, layering and grafting. In cutting it is two types: stem cutting and root cutting. Layering is two types again: mound layering and air layering. And grafting is again four types: tongue grafting, wedge grafting, crown grafting and bud grafting. Okay, so one by one we will discuss all about this types of artificial vegetative propagation. Okay, first one is cutting. Cutting is a very easy vegetative method of propagation. Here we can cut the stem or root part of the plant and we will put it into the soil and the new plant arises. Here the definition: cutting, cut root or stem in small parts and then planted them in a soil for propagation. Okay, any of root or plant we will cut it and in suitable condition we will put it in a soil, then the new plant arises. So by stem cutting, examples are sugarcane, grapes, rose, etc. And by root cutting, lemon, guava, apple, etc. Okay, now the layering, and now we will discuss about the layering. Layering is so much important methods of artificial vegetative propagation. Layering, type of artificial vegetative reproduction. We are mean vegetative reproduction in which stem or branch of plant is induced to produce adventitious bud without separating it from the mother plant. Much more important line is there, that without separating from the mother plant, we have to induce such a way induced to produce adventitious bud in plant. We have to induce some like that the adventitious buds are arises there without separating it from the mother plant. So and without separating from the mother plant, we have to induce the adventitious bud, and from that bud the new plant arises. That process is known as layering. The main point is without separating and induce adventitious buds. Okay, so it is again of two types. First one is mound layering. So it is used in plant with flexible branch. Okay, mound layering we will use in the plant that plant is flexible. Okay, first one point is buried the branch in soil such that top branch remain above the soil level. And next point is after some time adventitious root from the nodes of buried portion of stem start developing. After suitable time, this branch is cut along soil mass and placed at desired place. Okay, now I will explain this complete mound layering process with the help of diagram. So listen carefully. So this diagram, what I am telling, this mound layering is used for the flexible plant, that branches is so flexible. So any of one branches we should bend down and put it down into the soil, but the top portion, tip portion should be above the soil surface. Down one is soil surface and above one air surface. So this tip part should be always above the soil surface, and the flexible stem branches should be down down, buried under the soil. So later, after some time, this part is arises the root and root part here, and after some time we will detach from here, and it will make at some desired place we can grow a new plant. So this type of process is known as mound layering. What I am telling, this is used for flexible plant where the branches is so flexible, so any of the branches we can take it and bury it under the soil, and but the tip portion should be above the soil, and after some time it will arises the root and later it will detach from the that this birds will arises, and later it will detach from the mother plant, and at desired place we will grow the new plant like same species. Okay, so this type of process is known as mound layering. Got it the point? So what is this? It is used for flexible branch, but it is the branch soil, and that top of the branch remain above the soil, and later it will place at desired place we will got a new plant. So example is jasmine. So jasmine flower or jasmine plant we can got it by this process. Okay, now next one is air layering. Air layering, first you have to see this, and later I will explain with the help of diagram. Air layering, this method is used for plant with thick branch. Difference, got it? Mound layering used for the flexible branch or soft branch, and air layering is used for the thick branch. Okay, first point, bark of branches remove and form a ring. First is from that thick branches, in any of the thick branches we will remove the bark and form ring like structure. I will show you in a diagram. Next point, this bark less part is covered by moss, wet soil or wet cotton. This covered part is known as gutti, and where the place we can remove the bark, on that place we will cover by the moss or wet cotton or by the soil, and that portion is known as that cover part is known as gutti. This gutti is provided water drop by drop with the help of pot and string for 4 to 8 weeks, and later in other branches we will hang the pot like that, so the gutti will got the drop by drop water. So this process will continue. We will continue for the 4 to 8 weeks. This rooted gutti is removed from mother plant and potted in the soil. So after 4 to 8 weeks, in this rooted gutti, some birds are arises, and it is removed from the mother plant and potted into the soil, and we will got the same plant like that. The mother plant is there. Okay, I will show you the diagram here. So and this is used for the hard branches. That plant those have a hard branches, so any of the branch we will choose, and that from that branches remove the bark. In here we can see here in that portion bark is removed there. Why we will remove the bark? Because bark is non-living, so it will remove from here, and after that this portion should be covered by the wet soil, wet cotton, whatever you want, by cover this portion, and any other branches we will put a pot, and that with the help of string that water will go in this gutti, and this formation is known as gutti. When it will be covered by the wet soil or wet cotton, this portion is known as gutti. Later in other branches we will hang the pot and fill the water, and this water is go into that gutti portion drop by drop, and later it will arises your bud, and after this process will continue 4 to 8 weeks. After 4 to 8 weeks we will cut it, and this tip portion will be remain same. Okay, after 4 to 8 weeks we will cut it from the here, and we will grow it in desired place, and we will got the same plant like this. Okay, so this type of layering is known as air layering. Okay, so what are the difference between that two layering? First of all, layering means without separating from the mother plant we have to induce the bud, and two types of layering is there, mound layering and air layering. Mound layering we will use for the flexible plant, flexible branches, and the air layering we will use for the strong branches. So we will do that like this. Okay, and we will got the desired plant. Now the next vegetative reproduction is grafting. This grafting is the process that is mostly used by the that horticulture or in nursery, where the two different species or two different plant is joined together and form a new plant. That type of process is known as grafting. So types of artificial vegetative reproduction in which two separate plants are joined in such a way that they grow in a form of new plant. So two different plants will join in such a way so that new plant will be arises. So this process is known as grafting. So in grafting, first we have to know about 2 points here, that is scion and stalk. So stalk, 2 points is there, you can see the diagram here. Stalk, plant on which grafting is done. So first we will choose the plant on which we will join the other parts of the other plant parts. So that plant is known as stalk, plant on which grafting is done. Okay, generally inferior in quality. So this is an inferior in quality. Scion, plant part which is grafted is known as scion, and another plant part that will be grafted, that is known as scion, superior in quality. So our portion is that is scion, and on which we will grow the grafting the plant, that is known as stalk. So this, why we will do this? So stalk and scion are tightly tied together so that their cambium get attached and vascular tissue of stalk and scion make contact with each other. In such a way it will be tied tightly so that the cambium of both the parts are attached together and vascular tissue are also come in contact. And why there is a need of vascular tissue in contact? Because we know that with the help of this xylem and phloem, the minerals and water will transport. So in this portion this will be joined so that from here the minerals and the waters are there, they will also reach into the sand part. Okay, example: rose, mango, apple, lemon. These are the examples by which we can got the same plant by using grafting method. So grafting also have 4 types on the basis of stalk and scion. So first we will discuss whip and tongue grafting and wedge grafting. Both are almost same, just the one different things are there that we will discuss here. Okay, so first one is, in this stalk and scion should be same thickness. Both have same thickness. You can see here scion and stalk both have same thickness. In the wedge grafting also, in this stalk and scion should be same thickness. Both are same. First point is same. Both the scion and stalk thickness should be same. Next one is, make a shape on stalk and scion anti to each other. Means when we will make a cutting on a stalk and scion, that will anti to each other, that you see you can see in this diagram. But here is the difference. In wedge grafting, make a V-shaped cut on stalk. V-shaped cut, you know that this is a V-shaped cut on a stalk and wedge shaped cut in a scion. So these are the only difference in whip tongue and whip grafting and wedge grafting. In here the anti cut should be there in stalk and scion, or here stalk should be V shape or scion should be wedge shape. And the third point is, after fitting the both tightly tied, after some days both grow together, and later it will be tight fitting the both tightly and tied. After some days we will they both grow together and we will got the same plant, whatever the desired plant, we got it from here. Okay, now next one is crown grafting. So first you have to know the points, that in this stalk is thicker than scion. Second, large number of scion can grafted on stalk and cut may be any shape. Okay, so see the diagram. This is the stalk. Stalk is much thicker than as compared to scion. Got it the point? Much thicker, and so many scions are we will fit here and we can cut the any of the shapes. So this type of grafting is known as crown grafting. 1, 2, 3 scion is there and large stalk is there. So we can tell here stalk is thicker and large number of scion can be grafted on a stalk and cut may be of any shape. There is no particular shape is there. Okay, next one is bud grafting. So here first of all the point is bud is grafted on a stalk. So this is the stalk portion and bud should be grafted here. T-shaped cut is made in the bark of stalk and bud is grafted in it. So you know that in bark of the stalk T-shaped cut we will do, and then the bud will grafted in it, tightly tied them, and bud start growing after few days, and this will tightly tied fit and tightly tied and then it will grow together. So these are the types of vegetative reproduction. Artificial vegetative reproduction, that means where the man-made are involved. Okay.